Okay, I'm just gonna breeze through these four cars right here, since my encyclopedic knowledge on these cars are somewhat minuscule. So I'm just gonna breeze past on these cars, and I appreciate all these cars. Of course, they're all street legal. They're all work. The owner of the museum drives all of these cars. Dream, dream life right there. So let's start with this, a Panhard Dyna Junior. I like the name, Panhard Dyna. Dyna, yeah. Toyota got that name for their commercial trucks. But back in the 50s, it's a, let's say it's a roadster. It's not a sports car per se because it's more of a cruiser type thing. And looks like it's a roadster or speedster at some degree because it doesn't have a top. I think you need to have a friend to put the top up and down and everything. And the design is so simple. I don't know if it's fiberglass or looks like fiberglass, but so white walls and everything. Period correct everything. Yup. And there's a license plate on the side. Wow. And there's the inside. Right there. Bench seating. So you and your girlfriend can do some business. And there you go, the Panhard Dyna. Then the next car is the Simca Aronde or Aronde Plain CL. The silhouette looks like a Ford Thunderbird at some degree. Well, it came in later than the first generation Thunderbird in 57, 58. This one is a 61. So let's give you the description right here. It's originated in France. Le Soufflé, Soufflé. And it has that American styling. Everything looks American. Of course, that gauge in the middle, that aftermarket meter is tacked on from the previous owner, I think. And this is a strictly two-seater, just like the same layout as the Mercedes SL here. Yep. Yeah, the silhouette looks so much like the first generation Thunderbird. Although, of course, this is a little bit smaller, a little bit taller than the Thunderbird. But the color, the silhouette is just there. See, as you can see, I appreciate all cars. Some classic, some modern. So you can tell this is an American export model because I think the previous owner put a license plate and then they put the stickers on each side. So yeah, very nice. He has a Le Mans sticker on the middle. That's so cool. And there you go, the Simca Aronde or Aronde Coupe. And the next one is this Citroen ID19. Looks like a DS, but yep, I think this is one of those hydraulic suspension. That's very classic. I like the cloth surfaces in here. It's really standing out. So let me give you the description. Oh, okay. So the ID19 is more of a basic version of the DS19. Very, very good. And this one has a manual transmission. Some models have a clutchless manual, and it has that obligatory French license plate that was split into two. As you can see, split. I hope more countries can do that, so it makes the car more stylish looking. So basically, this is like if the Chevy Bel Air and the Chevy 150, this is like the Chevy 150 equivalent to the Bel Air's DS19. So I think that's the rough analogy of those cars. So this is like the basic model compared to the usual DS19. I'm trying to squeeze in between cars here. So you can see it's tight. So this one is a well, it's French spec because it has all the turn signal is red. See? Pretty odd. Although this is a European spec model, since if you look closely, you can see the top portion of the American license plate. It's basically designed for the European style. Oh well. Really significant car for Citroën or Citroën. I know I kind of botch my French accent right there. Very nice, very nice. And these are pillarless, frameless doors, just like the way it is. There you go, the ID19 Citroën or Citroën. Next, I think some Filipinos, tayo mga Pilipino, I think we're familiar with this car. This is the Renault R16 or Renault 16 back in the in the 70s. I think this is the wagon version, the estate or brake they call it. I think this car is available back in the Philippines, I think. I'm not so sure. Please correct me I'm wrong sa mga kababayan dyan. But yeah, this is like somewhat like their Toyota Camry back in the day, I think. Because there's of course that's an R5 over there, but that's a different era. See, look at that. Somewhat luxurious and everything. For what it is, the vents, the AC vents, there's one on top, there's one on the side, but nothing in the center. Not AC vents, but air vents. Nice, nice. It has that fastback design in a French sort of way. See, it has that license plate in front. Very classic car. I think this was released in the Philippines, but correct me I'm wrong, some of my Filipino friends. But yep. It has a rear fog light right there, which is unique. But I think this is a US model, I think. US or European, because there's no room for the European plate to be placed there because of that fog light. Maybe in some markets they use a narrow Euro plate there, but yeah, pretty significant car for Renault. And there's an 80s radio in there. That's not period correct at all. Oh well, nice, nice, nice. The Renault 19, and there you go. The summarizes the 4-car marathon right here. So yeah. Wow, I stumbled this car right here. It's called the SLC K200. Basically, it's European take on somewhat of a road biased ATV in Europe, because in Europe they have a certain classification of vehicles. I don't know if this is a low speed vehicle, but it doesn't seem like it because it can go up to 68 miles an hour. And it was created by an Italian coach building company that specializes in composite, like fiberglass, like what you can see here. There's bare carbon fiber right there. And of course, and there's the description right here. SLC means super light car. It's not a Mercedes SLC, but there you go. It has a 350cc 2-cylinder 4-stroke, 20 horsepower. So in the Philippines, This cannot be allowed in tollways because it's 300cc, but it can go adequately at 100 kilometers an hour, which is that stupid 400cc law is stupid. And this car is so light, it can be used to be parked on one of your yachts if you're rich. And it can be also be street legal with a motorcycle license plate right there, because it can be called as a quadricycle in Europe. And it comes with a spider like you see there. This one is the coupe version. The silhouette looks like a squashed Fiat coupe or coupe turbo. And look at that. Look at the interior. Let me try my best. It doesn't roll down, that's why I can't see it. So it has that 4-port racing harness. So race car. So look at that. It has some AC. It has some vents there. Try not to touch the car as much as I can. It has some racing elements, and everything is carbon fiber. Even the doors, the dashboard. This is sick. I think it's a combination of fiberglass and carbon fiber, but man, just the materials on this car alone is just unique, very unique. And I think the doors doesn't swing out. It's more of a scissor door, just like Lamborghinis. And there's your fuel intake. And there's a cute little exhaust. Oh, cute. It's like seeing a puppy. Pretty unique car. This one has reverse lights right there. There's the fog lights in the middle. And this is, I think this is the brake lights. I don't think this one has, oh yeah, there's a fog light right there on the other side. Reverse lights. There's the brake lights or tail lights, and then the reflectors right there, just like the S2000. And there's the turn signals. Still amber turn signals. Of course, it's a European car. Why not? I could see this work in the Philippines, but of course, it's gonna be so expensive in the Philippines, of course. Just the carbon fiber alone, look at that. CF, carbon fiber alone. Nobody can afford this car, basically. My only suggestion for this to work in the Philippines, since this is a 350cc engine, just give it a 500cc and you're good. And it can be more fun to drive than most cars right now in the Philippines. Hey, look at that, those cute little wheels, and it's still rear disc brakes. The Honda Fit in the US doesn't come with rear disc brakes. And this one comes with it. I wonder how much oh yeah, there's the cost is like $37,000. Yeah, this is a rich guy's plaything. 37,000. Of course, back in the day, I knew it's gonna be expensive, so yep. So there you go, the SLC K200. Nice.